Says we're live. Should be live. There we are. We are live. And let's hope that the stream doesn't decide to be mad at me today. I'm trying a different method. I couldn't get a new, So, what happened last time? I died, Interesting. I died, so there's that. Long and short of it, I suppose, is that my network interface card on my editing PC, the one I stream off of, decided to die on me. So I've got a USB-based one that I've had for a period of time. I'm going to try and see if I can get that running, or rather working, for a longer period of time. Hey Bran, hello, hello, it's too spooky. So yeah, I'm using a different Wi-Fi solution because I still couldn't find my long Ethernet cable. And I know I've got one, but I guess I'm being cheap and don't want to buy one. Throws out dead, go shopping. Tail. Thank you. This kind of sucks, gotta say. It's taken a while. I'm on PC at the moment, spooky. Playing offline though, so no invasions. I try to stream every day. Whether or not I make it around to it, well, that's up in the air. I don't really do too much on weekends, actually. I'll occasionally stream at night on weekend, but generally those are actually my days off. That will be changing relatively soon. Once I start the new job, I'm sure I'll pick up streaming on weekends more often. So... yeah, sorry, spooky. But I'm sure you can understand why I definitely have no interest in playing online while on PC. I'm fairly certain you can appreciate my reasoning behind that. when PvP in the remaster. Not before. Give me that slab. Alright. Yeah, PvP in the remaster, I'll be picking up the remaster on PlayStation. Then, depending on how the community is, I may pick it up on PC, but PlayStation is coming first, and then without a doubt, probably going for it on the Switch, to be perfectly honest. Because Portable Souls, yeah, you know I'm down for that. So much defense. Ooh, camera angle. That was a little bit bad. I've only seen 20 hackers this week. I don't see a problem. Yeah, I see that as a problem. Besides, you're seeing 20 hackers this week and you're not streaming. So... yeah. They're drawn to streamers. That's just the way of the world. That is the way of the Souls series. It's something just to be expected. Unfortunate, but true. So, it is what it is. That said, now that that's taken care of, let's head back to Firelink. Excuse me, Torch Hollows. Interesting that there are 2 eggs at each nest. Probably just a full reused asset, to be perfectly honest. Just 100% reused across the board. I've actually never tried going down this side. That's relatively effective. I can live with that. Ah, the Morning Star. Such a disappointment throughout the entirety of the Souls games. It should deal thrusting damage. Just saying. There we go. Prepare to die again. I do not know what you're referring to. Is it a mod? I went the wrong direction. It's Dark Souls mod. What's it do? I never rested at Firelink. I'm a dumbass. I'm so bad. Yeah, I've seen that before. It's pretty cool. Really? Now that I might have to look into, because that sounds like it's something that's pretty much right up my alley. I will have to try that. Basically Scholar for Dark Souls 1. Neat. So yeah, then I guess I'll definitely have to look into Prepare to Die again. I always found it interesting that they put the binoculars right below the lower city. Alrighty then. Well, now that we've gotten that taken care of, let's actually just rest at the bonfire. And I might be able to buy some stuff. But the main thing we're gonna end up doing this time around, I'm thinking, will be to farm up in Blighttown, unfortunately. I guess I'll buy this, and I guess I'll buy that. I should have bought those. Right, I don't think I can squeeze 4,000 souls out of what I've got. But I can get close. That is very close, actually. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down and we're gonna cheese the dragon after I change my spells. Oh, I'm one magic level short. That's a shame. What will I ever do about that? Wonder if... Okay, yeah, that'll work. I'm not trying to level up too much because I really want to focus on the fact that I'm using a plus 15 weapon, not that I'm super over leveled. But we're gonna go down here and we're gonna fight a dragon. We're gonna cheese a dragon, I should say. The fuck was that? You guys heard that, right? Like, you guys heard that, right? I'm not going crazy? Please tell me I'm not going crazy? Thank you, it wasn't just me that heard the noise. That's weird. I actually can use this and get to 10 humanity. Now I just need to not die. Well, I just need to not die and lose all of it. I should specify that, I suppose. Well, I'm just gonna chill here for a minute and just keep pelting it. I wonder how much this does. I haven't tried this one yet. That's some good damage. Better damage. So those have the same cast time, so there's really no reason for me to have both of them, I don't think. I'm still only at 18,000. So that didn't really work well enough. Shame. Alright, and then there's that jerk there, so that's not going to work out for me. That is not the way we're going to have to do this. I was really hoping that we'd be able to hit 20,000 before having to go into Blighttown at all, but it doesn't appear it'll be the case. Bit of a shame. I hate how the lighting changes so much. Did I pick up a soul? Spooky. I forgot I picked that up. This is why I need chat. This is the exact reason why I need chat. I completely forgot I just picked up that soul. Alright, so I suppose now we'll buy one of those 2 rings. It was what? Bellowing and Lingering?
Right.
So, if I were to replace one, I would replace Wolf Ring at the moment. Because I can't replace Havels. That'll make me medium roll. Because of the weight of the shield. Now, if I used a crest shield of some sort, I'm still too fast. If I drop down to a shield that's 2 units, I can make it work. Which means I'm pretty close to actually being able to use a decent shield. I'll stick with this for the time being, I suppose. This way my magic damage is a fair bit more potent. Yep. I remember, Mike. I most certainly remember. I love when I land that jump perfectly. It's such a basic, simple jump, but I've always found it satisfying. I don't know why. So I don't think that I have any of, and I know for a fact that I don't have any of that. So we're not gonna bother with, you know. We're not gonna bother with this one particular thing. Now that sucks, doesn't it? Okay, there we go. You can't remember the last time you used a shield? Yeah, fair. I'm going to reverse my hollowing, and I'm going to kindle this bonfire, simply so I have more Estus while I'm down in the swamp. I know it's a bit of a waste of 2 humanity in the long run, but I feel like having 10 Estus to survive is very important. Also, so much for that ring we just bought, right? Kinda need to use the rusted iron. Well, it is what it is. So now we need some large Titanite. That's the next main phase. So, oh, that'll work. Into the swamp we go. Remember when she was extremely scary? Because I do. Should have done this one sooner. Let's just reset real quick. Couple levels in endurance. No, not quite. There we go. And that's probably the extent of my leveling for quite a while. Hey, we found your stream again. Yeah, well, you know. Happy you found your way back. Remember when Kirk was scary? Yeah, me neither. Truth. That is the truth. Man, getting poisoned so quickly. I think I just need to level up my my meme stat. Oh. Well, I didn't realize that would one-shot, but I'm okay with the fact that it does. Nothing. That is the spell for the gate cheese. You are correct with that. Nothing and nothing. This really does kind of suck. Still. That's one shard. And we have a drop on this one. 2 shards. 3 shards. 4 shards. 5 shards. Hey, this is turning around real quick. 6 shards. And a server. Now, how many shards do I have total? 6 shards. How many shards do I need? Let's see, it's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, right? Am I remembering that properly? Didn't mean to launch it. Oh, it's just a car driving by. 9. So it is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. That totals up to 9. Still, 1 run and we got a decent bit of the way there. That's pretty damn good. There it is. We're going here literally just for the bonfire. We'll work our way backwards now, through, back to the other bonfire, and then we should be able to get out of here. Which is, in fact, the most painful part. Stupid hopping jerk. Well, that's 7. 8. Yeah, you can cheese them with magic pretty hard. It's actually kind of stupid. It basically trivializes the fight. It's honestly kind of a shame. Stop your hopping. I'm already poisoned. What are you gonna do about that? double KO, though. That is also very true. I have to fully agree with you on that one. Why would you want to cheese Gal? Don't let me end one short on this. Ha! Bravo. That was a greedy death. GG. You died to a slug. I died to 2 slugs. Thank you very much. That second one made the difference. Also, I don't think I've ever upgraded my health on this. Yeah. I have 8 vitality. Sue me. Yeah, I'm not waiting for that to drop down all the way. That's not happening. Ooh. Slugs are not immune to instability damage, the more you know. Well, I've got more than necessary. And you know, that's okay. Better to have too many than too few, because I can use them later for other things. Alright, well that's sorted out. So we're gonna rest at the bonfire, and then we're actually gonna work our way back up from here. We're not gonna fight Quilog yet. Because again, the point is to get a plus 15 weapon before we do any other bosses. We're going to keep ourselves medium rolling for the time being. Purely for the sake of having more poison resist. On our way back down, we're gonna grind a +4 enchanted claymore before fighting a single boss. You, sir, are crazy. Best of luck with your endeavors. I would not grind that hard. I'm not even gonna grind this hard when no. I'm just gonna go through the game casual. Super casual playthrough. Totally could have picked up Ingward's set though here. Crimson set. Or the Key to the Depths. Or the Key to New Londo Ruins, rather. That's right. Ingward's set is down lower. Yeah, I'm good with that damage output. All right. I've finished grinding part. Not all. Now I have to go to New Londo, which will easily be the most difficult and tedious portion of this. Because there I will need to farm up Titanite chunks from Dark Wraiths. That's going to be problematic. That's going to be very problematic. As it stands, I have 3. Actually, I only need 6 more chunks, so that's not terrible. That's really not terrible. I only need 6 chunks. We should be able to manage doing that just fine. Yeah, that said, it's not going to be fun getting through the ghosts, but oh well. That's what transient curses and running are for. Still, the progress we're making on this has been relatively quick. I mean, all said and done, we've only put around 2 hours and 45 minutes, 3 hours, roughly, into this build. So, we already have a +10 weapon. I shouldn't have done that. I didn't need to come here at all yet. Silly me. I have to get the very large ember first. Which means I have to go down to New Londo first. Yep. Kinda forgot about that. This is gonna be fun. Not only do we have to make it into New Londo Ruins, but we have to kill Ingward. So, that'll be interesting. We need to kill a bunch of ghosts, we need to kill Ingward. Then we need to open up the area. After I open the area, I'll probably... Do I have a homeward bone? Thank God I have homeward bones. I'll probably homeward bone out, back up to Firelink. The ladder and the ghosts are. I'm gonna fight my way through them. I'm gonna attempt to fight through them. I'm gonna transient curse, I'm gonna buff, and I'm gonna just keep swinging until they're dead. Because they stun easily, and the Boulder Side Sword is good like that. So here's hoping. Here's hoping my low health doesn't fuck me. Oh yeah, we'll be fine. We got this. Especially with the buff, we totally can get this. It's easier going through than it was when I was trying to use a fucking war pick. I love my war pick, but it is shit in some situations. I'll take that. Not that, not that. Okay, hi Q. That was stressful. That was very stressful. Ugh. Ghosts. Spooky ghosts. And Ingward.
Well, this is... Do you mind it? I'm an old, but I don't mind a chat. I watch over the duck.
Ingward.
Oh, you are no different from the rest. So be it. Forgive me, my countrymen.
So I've literally never noticed that item right there. What is it? What is it and how do I get to it? Ah. I go up those, I'd roll down, I roll over to it. Gotcha. What is it? Twin humanity? Not worth the effort. Duly noted. Rare ring of sacrifice. Ah. Rude ghost. Oh, you're gonna regret that one. No more spooky ghosts in this area. There's my composite bow. All right. Yeah, totally was Ingward. Totally. All right. Well, with that sorted out, we only have 2 Estus left. There's never going to be a good time to do this. Okay, can't take that method on them. Oh, concern. Yeah, we'll do, Spook. You have a good night. Get some sleep. 4 in the morning. Crazy man. Okay, we've totally got this. I'm a little disappointed in the lack of Titanite chunks so far. Okay, I've got 2 of the 3 or 4 that are up there. This side is cleared. There's 1 more. Success! Great success. Alright, well, all that's left is for me to swing up top, pick up that 1 item that I need. And then we can just nope the fuck out of here. I only need to farm up 5 Titanite chunks. That is a good feeling. higher item discovery if you're human, or do you just need 10 humanity? I honestly don't remember. That said, I forgot how weak they were to magic, so using those Great Heavy Soul Arrows, that was a good idea. Just the 10 humanity? Okay. That's what I was thinking, Mike. I just wasn't 100%, you know? Appreciate the confirmation.
Wow.
3 more. I only need 3 more. Because then it goes to a chunk, or to a slab. That's right. It's even better than I thought.
Go get yourself.
Anything else I need to buy? So long as I'm here. Oh, duh. Should have bought that.
Go get yourself.
Well, we can get that. Alright, back to Firelink. Then we go back down and we farm up 3 more, and then we can get a plus 15. Level 21, plus 15 weapon. Yeah, you know. Because I can. It's a pretty good feeling. A little bit of a pain, but we'll make the rest of the game a bit of a cakewalk. So there's that. I wonder what will take less time. Well, I'm planning on doing more exploration this time around because I wanted to pick up more items because. On the topic of items, though. Yeah, so my Boulder Side Sword is not taking damage. So, real quick question. Is using magic weapon on the Boulder Side Sword repairing it? Or am I just upgrading it so fast that it keeps repairing itself? I think that's more likely the case. I just keep upgrading it, and every time I check its durability, it was recently after it was upgraded. Hey, Batcat, what's up, man? Yeah, I figured that was it. You know, as soon as I thought about it for like 10 seconds and actually said it, it was like, yeah, you know, that makes a lot more sense than magic weapon repairing the weapon. Well, let's see how lucky we can get with these dark wraiths, guys. I'd love to get 3 Titanite chunks in one trip. Just get it done and over with.
Idiot.
Let's hope I don't break that thing out again, because that was terrifying the last time it happened. What happened to the Nick yesterday? Yeah, it decided to die on me. So the stream had to end. I never ended up getting a new one either. So I had to get a USB one. It's an AC1200 USB one, but you know, it's not the greatest situation. That said, it seems to be working relatively well, so I really can't complain. Oh, this jerk broke out again. Yeah, it'll do in a pinch. Ideally, I'm gonna end up hardwiring at some point, probably when I rearrange the office. But in the meantime, I'll make do with what I've got. Whew. Scary stuff, guys. Scary stuff. How many do I have? 2. I need 1 more. Muscle Mage build in Dark Souls Remastered? I'm gonna give you a solid maybe on that one. Reason being, Dark Souls 1 Muscle Mage wasn't really the greatest thing in the world. Like, kinda sucked, to be honest. One in the chest in that room. Hi. Are you referring to the one that was over there? Because I got that one already. I didn't think that there was one in the chest in this room. And there are ghosts in there. Angry, spoopy ghosts. Take my chances with the Dark Wraiths over the Ghosts. Perfectly honest with you. It doesn't suck as much in Dark Souls 3, but Dark Souls 2 is really where the Muscle Mage was a shining beacon of awesomeness. You know, just being honest. Behind the blob? Huh. Well, I guess I'll have to go in there if I don't get one from this last Dark Wraith. Heyo. Alright, well. Turns out I didn't even need that transient curse. That is okay with me. Thank you for the tip on that one. I guess I forgot about that one last round. Well, you know what? Let's go to Andre for this. It's a special moment. He deserves to be there. So in about 3 hours time, I would say, we've been able to get a plus 15 weapon from the ground up. That's not terrible, to be perfectly honest. That is not a horrible investment of time into the build. Like, yes, it would have been a bit more efficient to go through the game normally to get the things normally. However, we got a lot of miscellaneous stuff done. And I could have taken some offshoots and killed a few bosses. Like, I could have gone and killed Quelaag. I could have done the Bell Gargoyles and all that, but that wasn't the point. I've got something for you to do.
Well, you seem to need anything forged. Don't get yourself...
Nice. Very nice. Let's see exactly how long that took us. 3 hours and 20 minutes. You know, not counting the time that I left the game up after the stream crashed, that probably takes around about 10 minutes off, not counting the time, you know, with loading screens and whatnot. Not counting, you know, if I had died a few times, or if I had died in a more constructive way. Fair. How about you? Oh, that's nice. How about you just stop? A little uncalled for. Alright, well now that that's done and out of the way, let's go kill those bell gargoyles. I want to say that level 21 is not over-leveled for them. My weapon most certainly is over-leveled for them, but I want to say level 21 is not. So... backstab test. Oh, no, I'm bad. Crit damage. Hide, it's a tad bit of both, to be honest with you. I had done one run through the other day, going with the quality build. I figured I'd do another one just to run through and remind myself of where the magics are, because there's a lot to remember. And practice makes perfect, and it's been a while since I've done anything Dark Souls 1 related. So... figured, you know, it's probably... oh, I should go, actually. Yeah, I just got a plus 15 weapon. I'm not dying to hollows. But yeah, hide mostly just for the sake of doing it. Not doing anything PvP related or anything, just because. Yeah, getting back into shape for the remaster, that's the best way to phrase it, I suppose. I'll have to agree with that.
And I guarantee a reward. Only later. Yes, very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I am free. Now, I can get back to work. I am free.
Seems like a nice guy. Super trustworthy. What's up? Okay. Yeah. I actually only have the controllers that it came with, so... Hi, Jake. I mean, yeah, I suppose if you want to, if you feel like running over, come get him. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yep. See you in a minute. Bye. random request of the night. Coworker calling saying, hey, so I need Nintendo Switch controllers. So I guess I'm going to break out my Switch and I'm going to pass the controllers his way. And that's going to be that, I guess. When we hear a knock on the door in a minute, then I suppose I'll have to get up. How odd. How unbelievably odd. Well, we'll at least get over to the Bell Gargoyles. They aren't very far, both coworker and boss. Governor? Hello. Well, I will be back momentarily because they should be here any second. I'm just gonna run away. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna have to run away again in a minute. So odd. So odd. I wonder if these things are even charged. That would kind of suck. Not new, just haven't been in ages. Fair. I mean, I haven't been around in ages either, so, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Mike, I do agree. I think that if they're going to redo something, they should redo how weapons are infused with elements and whatnot. Make it more like it is in Dark Souls 2, so that each one has its own unique property. Like, you know? Each one scales off of something differently for whatever reason. You know? I think that would be the best thing. As far as YouTube plans for the remaster, though, yes. So I am going to be doing every single weapon showcase again. I will be remastering all of the showcases, for lack of a better way of saying it. So, yes, the original weapon showcase channel will be back. But I'll be right back. Those guys knocking on my window. Oh my god. So 3 coworkers just show up at my door saying that they need a Switch controller because they're one short for drunk Mario Kart. They're getting drunk, playing Mario Kart and having fun. Those assholes didn't invite me. That just occurred to me. That's okay. I'm not one for drinking as it is. So, let's get back to it. With that random diversion said and done. Yes, Return of the OG Warpick. Truth. Yeah, Governor, you missed the stream I did the other day, though. I actually did a run-through of this game, going through quality build with the war pick. I'm gonna upload all of it to YouTube in a day or so, and then just have it go up over a couple of days' time. And I'll probably do the same with this one as well. I probably should get back on board with doing that to Monster Hunter, but hey. Woo! You know, I have not done that yet. I'm assuming that's the same thing as Prepare to Die Again, where they flip the location of a bunch of items and things and stuff. I have not done that. I didn't know that it was really a thing until recently. So I'm hoping to get a chance to do that soon, because that'll be really fun, because the weapons that it gives are going to be random as well. Weapons won't be in their normal locations, and because of that, it's going to necessitate driving your build in a certain direction differently each time. So as someone who likes all of the different weapons and doing all of the different things, that's perfect for me, because it gives me a chance to play with weapons that I don't usually play with. Because even I, with my love for all of the weapons in this game, get set in my ways going to specific weapons. It is what it is. Hold on a second here. So that over there is Sen's Fortress. There's no doubt about that. What's with the segment right there of the wall? That's interesting. Hold up. Can you really see the Duke's archives from here? You can totally see the Duke. You can see the Duke's archives from here. Look it's right there. I have never noticed that you could see the Duke's archives from all the way over here. Like, yeah, I knew the wall and I knew the Sens, but I've never noticed the archives. That's awesome. Yeah, I imagine the remaster is the same though, Mike, so... Any word on cloth physics? You know, we can hope.
Greet, I am Oswald of...
Would have been nice to have earlier on. Cloth physics are important. I fully agree with you on that.
Thou art welcome.
Fixing pyromancy or not? Ooh. See, that's a tough question. The big thing with pyromancy, it does require a decent cash investment, a decent soul investment. I want to wear skirts that don't look terrible. Yeah, being able to wear skirts that don't look like they're metal is probably a good thing. You know, they have to flow. They have to just flow. So now that that's done... Is there anything else I want to buy from you?
Oh, hello. Well, myself.
Just for the sake of doing it, I guess?
All right. That may...
Do you have any fun dialogue for me? I haven't talked to these NPCs
Oh, hello.
in years.
Myself. I'm fine. Let's get started straight away.
See, I don't know if they should do that, Mike.
Have you heard of Big Hat Logan? Master Logan is a great sorcerer and my teacher. Both of us came to this land as undead. But one day he departed, leaving only a note. I suppose he wished to keep me out of harm's way. But where does that leave me? I have dedicated myself to sorcery. But Master Logan could find no use for me. Yes, the note that Master Logan left. It only said he would travel to Londo by way of Sen's fortress. I can only guess that he seeks the regal archives. For Master Logan is a tireless pursuer of wisdom. Wisdom trumps all. Everything else is hogwash. When the curse turned him undead, I'm certain that he only felt it was the perfect chance to visit this land. I only wish that I had his courage.
I love how he just casually name drops 3 areas in the order you get to them in. Like, people say Dark Souls has no direction, but if you talk to the NPCs, he just told you he wants to go to Londo by way of Sen's fortress so he can get to the archives. Like, that is 3 areas name dropped casually, telling you what direction you can go to find this one NPC. Exactly. Omnidirectional rolling will fuck the balance of this game.
2 things are required for sorcery. First, you must equip a wand. Second, you must attune a sorcery. Then you will be ready to fire away. Oh, and don't forget to aim. 2 things are... Then you will be ready to fire away. Oh, and don't forget to aim.
Yeah, omnidirectional rolling would not be a good addition. It will change the dynamic of this game so much. Might as well pump a little health. That is scaling index. You know, normally I would just push your ass off the building, off the cliff. But now...
You leave me no choice. I was once grateful to you. Despicable curses! How could I?
NPC dialogue spills the beans on Ash Lake. Which NPC does that? Like, I can guess, Mr. Onion Knight, but... I always like killing that guy. Yeah, I usually just knock him off. Killing him this way is a lot more satisfying, though, I will fully admit that. I am surprised. I wouldn't have thought it was him. Can you do me a favor, Hyde? Can you copy and paste the dialogue that spills the beans into the chat for me? I want to know what it is. I always had thought I'd done a good job talking to him because he was so eccentric and interesting. But either I've completely forgotten that or I've just never exhausted his dialogue to the point where he tells me. Huh. How interesting. You are a fascinating trading partner. Rumor it may be, but I've heard of a surviving ancient dragon who resides in this land. Blah, 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 blah. You know what? I do remember that dialogue. It never specifically mentions Ash Lake. But I do remember that dialogue. That's why it didn't really ring a bell. If he had said the name Ash Lake, like what, you know, Mr. Mage over there says, you know, that's different. But alluding to an area and flat out saying the name of an area, slightly different. Still, that is a good bit of dialogue. So the question now that I don't really care about, she smells blooming purple, doesn't she? I could suicide that and get that other Firekeeper soul. I agree that it's dumb that casting speed is tied to a melee stat. Dark Souls does do NPCs right. That's something Dark Souls 2 failed with, unfortunately. Butter, you were here the other day for my suggestion on poise, right? My joking suggestion on poise. Now, Dex is directly tied to casting speed for all spells. No, you weren't. Oh. We were talking about that exact situation, I believe it was. Casting speeds and whatnot, and poise and whatnot. So I jokingly said that they should tie poise to resistance. Change poise to be a scaling and tie its scaling to resistance. Yeah, I have given some thought to giving For Honor another go. I had a lot of fun doing it on my channel, but I had a lot of people complaining that I was winning too often, which is stupid because I wasn't even that good at the game. Like when I would fight people in one-on-ones and I would do the videos on those, apparently the videos got repetitive and boring to a lot of people because they didn't like seeing me win. Which, I mean, hey, whatever. To each their own, I guess. If you want to watch a YouTuber lose and rage, I mean, that's never been my style. I love that there's a dog right in there, powering it. It's always amused me. Who said that? Let's get them? I said that as a joke. I joked that they should tie poise to resistance. I know it's a horrible idea. I wouldn't actually want them to do it. That said, is it really a horrible idea? Like, it would give the resistance stat some purpose. It would make poise more balanced in a way if it were tied to a stat. mean, heavy armor is always based with equip load. But even if, like, anything that granted poise were tied to the stat with a scaling formula, a sliding scale, like the wolf ring, like if you had 40 resistance, you would have 40 poise from the wolf ring. Every stat of resistance gives you 1 point to poise. With the wolf ring, that is. Like, it would change the dynamic of the game for sure. But is it truly a horrible idea? It's hard to say offhand, isn't it? Oh, you meant what people said about the YouTube uploads. Yeah, I know, right? It was stupid. Like, oh yeah, you win too much. Like that one comment that I have pinned on my Twitter was from one of my For Honor videos. Let me just pull up and we'll get to it real quick. Could you please upload more losses? It gets a little redundant and lacks suspense when you win 80% of your fights every vid. I'm not good at the game. I'm not professional or anything like that. I was just decent. But for some reason, comments like that were not necessarily uncommon. Yeah, I really just stopped playing For Honor entirely. Like, didn't have time to play it without making videos for it, so I just stopped. Yeah, I know you can do that. You know, I have to say, probably the most trolly thing in Bloodborne. And it's a really... It seems like a random tangent, but it's not. In one of the Chalice dungeons, there was a bell. That it was low enough for you to hit. So what does everyone do? Thinking, oh, it's from software. All of the people who could, you know, recognize it as a bell, thought back to the Souls games and were like, oh, hey, it's a bell. I should ring this. Good things happen. Nah. Nah. You guys remember that chalice with the bell? But yeah, maybe I will give For Honor another shot. We'll see how it goes. Infinite spiders. The truth. That is, without a doubt, the truth. I thought I might be able to R1 spam my way through them. That was not the case. You never got to play Bloodborne. I'm so sorry for you. I didn't mean to rest there. I was trying to light the bonfire, but it was already lit and I'm a dumbass. Damn you. You lived? Well, that sucks now, doesn't it? Bloodborne spiders are worse than Dark Souls dogs ever were? Yeah. Yeah. I will agree with you on that, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna just throw a bunch into Vitality just because I'm going to Sense Fortress soon. Ta-da! Taking 0 damage on the fall. So the secret to this is taking the clothes and then just running back, I suppose. Like, that's how you do that cheese strat. You know, this texture mod, it did a damn good job. See, I feel the same way back at, like, I know that the spiders are worse, but I hate the dogs more. Because at least the spiders, well, at least most of the spiders didn't jump around as much as the dogs. Going on? Well, Sponge, for starters, we made it to our plus 15 weapon. We've got a plus 15 Balder Side Sword. Aside from that, though, we've taken out Quillog. I accidentally rested at the Fair Lady's bonfire, and here we are. So, I'm going into Sense Fortress next. Also, a couple of my coworkers who live around the corner from me decided that they wanted to get drunk and play Drunk Super Mario, or Drunk Mario Kart, or whatever. Drunk Mario Kart, I think is what it was. So they come over and grabbed a couple of Switch controllers from me. They literally walked over here in the snow and ice and grossness that's outside and picked up 2 Switch controllers for me to play. So, you know, it is what it is. Well, now we have that long, stupid climb back up to the top. So, hooray, I guess. Oh, you know what? I can. That's a 2-unit shield. I can probably wear this now and roll. Perfect. Because I was close before. which means that when we get back up and get out of Blighttown, I can use my wolf ring, and everything will be good. Yeah, I was able to gather that it's the number of hits, not the damage. Simply due to the fact that I only did, what, 4 hits and then he fell. It will not be a true remaster unless Blighttown runs at a crisp 2 FPS. Yes. You know what I want to do soon, though, guys? And I want your opinion on this as to whether or not I should do it, if you're interested in seeing it. I want to get the PlayStation 3 emulator, and I want to get Demon Souls on PC running. I want to do that. What do you think, guys? Should I do that? You guys have never seen Demon Souls playthrough? Wow. I mean, I've done one on my YouTube channel a while back, but it was a while back. I mean, it was right before Dark Souls 3 released, I think. That's what, 2 years ago now? How's this then? Probably after I finish this... Wow. Probably after I finish this run-through of Dark Souls 1, this build, I'll look into getting Demon Souls up and running on my PC. Yeah, I know I shouldn't cheat on it with an emulator, but still. I want to see how well it can run. Like, that's really what I'm mostly curious about. I want to see the value of defilements and see how well it runs on a powerful system like my gaming rig. Like, it's not the most powerful rig in the world, I get that, but provided the emulator can actually, you know, do some good work, the PC would be able to handle it. And well, to say the least. And besides, it died the other day. I don't need to feel bad because I'm not cheating on it. It's dead. And yeah, I mean, I could technically break out my PlayStation 3 and figure out a way to set it up on my desk and go through all that. But I don't want to do that. Besides, if it can be emulated, it might be able to be emulated in a higher resolution. If it can be done in a higher resolution, you know. I don't laugh at its death. It's an extremely sad thing. The thing about it, though, is that... Well, I mean, for the PvE aspect of the game, if you wanted to do anything world tendency related, ooh. If If you wanted to do anything world tendency related, you had to do it offline anyway. So it was always one of those games where you had to go off and online and off and online in order to get stuff done. Like, generally, if you're doing a PvE playthrough, you would go online once, drag the rest of the worlds close to the tendency. Well, you go online once to get a base tendency established. Then you would go offline once that is established as a base for the general playing population. You would drag them to their closest thing while offline, and then, you know, it is what it is. 4K Demon Souls, see, now you're all about it. 4K Demon Souls, it's something that could very well be possible with an emulator. Or, you know, 60 frames per second, 1080p Demon Souls. Why not? It's a possibility. That's the glory of emulation. You can change things. I mean, look at Dark Souls 1. It was a shit port, but we were able to mod it. Demon Souls never had that work, but now that it's on an emulator, we might be able to do something with mods. There's possibilities that are open to us. There are options that we have. So yes, Demon Souls may be dead on PlayStation. But we'll see how it goes on PC once we get the emulator fine-tuned, because that's something that can always grow and get better, you know? I'll do it, Butter. I will do it. After this playthrough is finished, I will start Demon Souls on the emulator on my PC, and I will stream it. Hey, Batcat, that is a respectable opinion to have. I'm just gonna keep cheesing this real quick. Don't really feel like going back. Going and running down that little gauntlet while he's being a jerk. Not high on the list of priorities. Oh, I can roll with that. Convenient. Pew, pew, pew. Hey, look, large shards. If only we had those sooner. Derp. Get your sneaky self back over here. We have to go down there for Logan in a bit. If it's just copy paste, you won't be too excited. You got Dark Souls 1 and PvP out of your system years ago. Yeah, can't blame me for that. See, I don't want it to be 100% copy-paste personally. There are too many issues with the base game regarding balance and bugs and all of that. There's a lot that's wrong. That's true, I'll spend more time if there are changes as well. Come on, get up. I don't see much in the way of new content. I definitely see a lot of rebalancing though. And that's an okay thing. The game has good bones. It can be rebalanced very easily. Alright, last boulder. Yeah, I'll come back for you in a second, Logan.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is not in my mind. The inactivity is repulsive. Oh, heavens! Thank you. I'm saved, and I'd love to resume my travels, but I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there. so that I may impart my sorcery. Oh, hello. I'll be along later. Well, I'll be just fine, young one. Oh, I'll be along.
Alrighty then. Bugs and glitches. It did give the game its character, I'll agree with you on that, but some of them were definitely not good. I mean, toggle escapes, as useful as they were, see, it's important not to be running during that whole ordeal right there. The reason being, if you are running, then you'll take the extra 40% instability damage. And clearly that's not something you want. Some things should be left alone. There's a time and a place for certain things to stay, but other things should go. Like the Darkwood Grain Ring's immunity to instability damage. Poor design decision, in my opinion. Could have totally made that, but better safe than sorry. I did the same, Mike. I was able to get by just fine as well. That's the point. They're not crucial to PvP, despite the fact that so many people claim that they are. And if they can fix boys' backstabs, then that's right. Humble buff should still be a thing. I really hope you're joking about that one. I really, truly hope that is a joke. Nothing overly wrong with them, it's just inherently kind of annoying. And yes, there are ways to counter the poise backstabs. They should put weapon name as an attainable item, yes. Totally. Ow. I fully agree with that. Well, actually, I don't agree with that, because in a gank situation, that could end up fucking you. I think, honestly, a potentially better way to do it is to, and I hate to say it, but to do what Dark Souls 2 did with backstabs. Like, I hate to say it, but I feel like that actually would be better. Yeah, PvP was basically all I ever did as well. I was never much for speedruns or anything. I'm still not much for speedruns. Sure. Mike, how about pulling a Dark Souls 2 with that hard challenge and do a no bonfire run or something along those lines? It wouldn't be possible because Estus is different and they had the healing gems, but something along those lines, like no deaths. There you go. No death run. Not counting Seath, of course. His knees are weak. Oh, darkness. Tarkus was vanquished because I left the area too soon. Nice. Hey Bruno, what's up? How you doing tonight? Hey, Bits! Whoa, that's a big notification over there. Neat. Not quite sure when that became a thing. Thanks for the cheer. I probably should level. Push up to 10,000 for another level? I think I should be able to. Hey, it's not like I tried to kill Tarkus, he just got dead because he was too slow. It's not my fault he can't keep up. This is overkill, but hey, whatever. I mean, at that point, I should just use the other one to get to another level. Get another 2 levels, rather. I feel like it was not that long ago we just killed the other Bell Gargoyle. Yeah, it's not like I pushed him off the rafters or anything. Exactly. See, Hyde has my back. Give me that tail cut. Ooh, you got a drop for me. Damn, just throwing knives. Such a shame. Okay, we remember to break the stupid chain this time. Rip. Yeah, I know. I know you can't stay mad at me. Becca can't stay mad at me either whenever I do something that upsets her. It's because I'm a good cook. Well, it's time for Silver Knights. And I never went and bought those poison arrows. I even made a comment on the poison arrows, but I never went and bought them. So this is going to suck. Again. Do you mind? All three. The trifecta. It's always pretty satisfying when that happens. Silver Knight hype. Not really though. Not really though at all. I'll just have to be good and parry. Hoo-hoo. Professional. I am a goddamn professional. Professional. Not professional. I'm a goddamn professional. the rust is off. Thank God. Took long enough. And then I completely failed at parry, but hey. I was never good at parrying them anyway. Do I need to fully explore Londo? That is a question worth asking. Hard to say, Mike. Hard to say. I've never been one big on the idea of using a dedicated weapon on a specific build. I usually prefer to make a specific build that can use a variety of a certain type of weapon. You know what I mean? That occult club is extremely important to us. You gotta focus the build on the weapon. That's fair. That's completely fair. I can understand the merit to doing it that way, to finely tune what it is you're doing. I just don't enjoy doing it that way personally. Alright, you. They did give it a lot of replay value. I fully agree with that. Just because I hate his breathing, I'm gonna kill him. Literally the only reason. Although I do technically need Demon Titanite for this playthrough. That is something I didn't think of. You didn't know you could choose him from there? Yeah, it makes life so much easier. Heh. Right between the legs. Hey, Camino. How are you doing tonight? Doing good? Good to hear. Oh! I didn't remember the third swing. That's bad. I have not tried the Prepare to Die Again mod. I was informed of it being a thing tonight, so I'm going to be downloading it and doing that eventually. However, the first mod the first thing I'll be trying is going to be running the Demon Souls on emulator. the demon souls. Better. Whoopsie, didn't mean to close the door. Cheese is real. I know, right? Don't you guys love those cheese strats? Alright, that's where the third one is, so that makes dealing with him then a lot easier. Yeah, I play once in a blue moon. I've felt the need for it very, very strongly recently, so I decided to pick it back up. Oh, that's right, because I died I couldn't get my Demon Titanite. That sucks. Huh, yeah, I could see that as being a slight problem. Slight. Parrying Silver Knights. Much satisfaction. Yep, thanks, Moobot. So useful. And that'll put me at another level. Alright, boss time. do enjoy going that way. It just feels so much fancier. Alright, we're gonna kill Smo first and deal with Super Ornstein, because I want my Leo ring. The dynamic duo, Ornstein and Smo, Snorlax and Pikachu, Biggie and Smalls. Stabbed, aren't I? Oh, I could tell that was coming. Shit. No! Frames! Stop it! Ah! Damn it. Not again. I don't have time to fix this right now. Please normalize. Please, I am begging you, stream. I don't have time to fix you. Did you just cancel what he was doing? This jerk is animation canceling. Cool. After all that. I was one hit away, I went for a rolling attack, and I didn't fucking face him. And now the stream's normalized, at least? No? No, it's not. It's still dropping. Why is this happening?